me right now. He's a bit emotional to give us a preview of that game as Sports Desk basketball analyst Mikee Reyes. He also got to see Kobe live here, one of his visits in the Philippines. Hi, Mike. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Okay, first of all, your thoughts on this matchup first. It's ironic because we covered that last game, the Lakers visiting the Philadelphia 76ers, when LeBron broke Kobe's record. Your thoughts on this game? It's obviously going to be emotional.
Well, it's going to be emotional, like what you said, especially with the Lakers, because Portland has already played since Kobe's death. Portland right now getting back-to-back wins against Indiana and Houston. They're actually coming in with momentum because Damian got his first triple-double against the king of triple-doubles himself in Russell Westbrook in their last game against Houston. Carmelo Anthony low-key passed Kevin Garnett for 17th in the all-time leading scorers or points in the NBA. So they're going to have momentum. Again, they won back-to-back wins. Right now they're at 21 and 27, 10th in the West, but they're going to go up against a Laker team that we obviously are raring to watch. I'm sure they're also raring to get on the floor. Like what you said, they shared a couple of laughs in their workout or in their practice yesterday. And we also saw how they paid tribute to Kobe, wearing LeBron wearing Kobe shoes in practice. So you know that the Lakers are going to come out firing, and they're going to go up against a team that is also raring to go up against them.
And this is going to be at the Staples Center, quote-unquote, the house that Kobe built, Mikey.
Yeah, and because of how na-postpone yung last
Clippers
game
Lakers,
Clippers, I'm sure everyone will also come in their own Kobe gear, and you know the atmosphere is just going to be lively. As much as there's of course the struggle in trying to move on from, not really move on from it, but recover from what happened. You know that they're going to be alive in that arena and trying to cheer their team on.
Well, prior to Kobe's death, I did mention that we did that game, the Lakers, they wrapped up that very difficult road trip they had, included losses to the Sixers and also to the Boston Celtics, but they are still the best team in the West, 36 and 10. How can the Lakers turn things around happening tomorrow? You did mention Portland's coming off a roll here. They're steamrolling, and then the Lakers, of course, with a loaded, emotional game coming up. How can they turn things around and probably win it for Kobe?
They're just gonna have to find the Mamba mentality in them because, because of what they're going through right now, the whole Lakers organization, all the players, all the people of LA, actually, all the people in the world. You're gonna have to, put it aside for a while and try to win the ball game, because that's also what you want to do for Kobe, and I'm sure that's what Kobe wants you to do, because we know what Kobe means to the Lakers organization. You know how many banners he put up there. He put up 5, obviously, and the way he put winning as the primary objective. You know that LeBron will go out there, not only play for Kobe, but also try to win that game for Kobe. So it's going to be a big game for them, and it's going to be very, very exciting.
You know what? Talk about the king here. As he said in his message to Kobe in that post, I promise you, I'll continue your legacy. Talk about LeBron James. Is this going to just fire him up for the rest of the season?
I believe we're going to see a whole different LeBron, because we know LeBron, who tends to, give or rest a couple of nights. Not really rest, as in hindi siya maglalaro, but you know that he's really pacing himself for the playoffs. So I think we're gonna see a whole different LeBron James because of how he's gonna again find that Mamba mentality in him day in, day out. He's gonna have to come out and perform. And you know how LeBron has so much weight on his shoulders. The moment he stepped in the league, the moment he went from Cleveland to Miami, going back to Cleveland, but the weight was different when he went to the Lakers because of Kobe Bryant. Everyone was in denial. Everyone was hesitant to give the throne up for Kobe. But right now, LeBron will obviously try to lead this team to a championship, and all that pressure will be on his shoulders. That's what he said. That's why he has broad shoulders. That's why he has wide shoulders, because he's ready to put the cudgels there and really lead this team to a championship.
Portland now 10th, you did mention in the West, but of course they have been winning 3 of their last 4 games. The Portland Trail Blazers, how big of a challenge now? You were talking about it, the Blazers, of course, they pay their respects to Kobe, but they want to win the game, whatever happens at Staples Center against the Lakers.
Oh yeah, it's going to be exciting for them. Like what you said, they won 3 out of their last 4, but this is going to be the most challenging team they're going to go up against, because they won against Golden State, they won against Indiana, and then again they won against Houston a couple of days ago. But they lost to Dallas 3 games ago, but this is the first game they're coming in against a team as loaded as the Lakers, because yes, they went up against James Harden, Russell Westbrook, they went up against Sabonis, who was recently named to the All-Star team, but going up against AD, LeBron, and the whole atmosphere of the Staples Center. Not only is it crazy to play in the Staples Center, but right now, to be the first team to visit the Staples Center since that tragic incident is going to be a big, big challenge for them. But they're also going to have to find their inner Mamba mentality. The way Dame has been playing these past few games is going to be a crazy game for them, and I'm sure they're challenged to, not really spoil the first game after Kobe's death, but get that win against the Lakers.
What did they have to do? Reports say Carmelo Anthony will not play for the team.
It's going to have to be a collective effort, both on offense and defense, because right now they're leaning on Damian Lillard with close to 30 points a game, CJ with 22. Hassan Whiteside has been a revelation here this season, 16 and 14, averaging 16 and 14 throughout the season. So it's going to be a collective effort, not only on offense but also on defense, because no one guy can really stop LeBron James, no one guy can really stop AD. But it's going to be, they're going to have to find their offense because. When they're shooting the lights out, talking about the Portland Trailblazers, then they can beat any team in this league.
On his last game, I remember Shaq daring him, saying, I want you to get 50, but he got 60 in that game. What else do you remember? Where were you when Kobe scored 60 points on his last game?
Exactly, that's exactly what I remember. Where I was in the car. I didn't have League Pass at the time. I don't know why I didn't catch the game live, but via Twitter, via Instagram, you saw how the game started to become a Kobe show. The game started to become as memorable as it was already hyped up because it was obviously Kobe's last game. But the way he downplayed the situation, the way he was talking about he's going to try to come out there, try to get some shots up. He was trying to make sure that the expectations weren't going to go as high as people had them. But you know that Kobe was out to surprise us. You know that. And I think low-key what was hidden behind all that Kobe stuff was the Golden State Warriors getting their 73rd win in that season.
That's right.
Hindi nga napansin yun because of how memorable Kobe's game was. And, just the way he came out, the way he left the league, the way he retired is just second to none.
What makes that performance so significant? I know 60 points, final game, comeback win. You win it at Staples. But for you, Mikey, why is that so significant?
Because it was a big surprise for us. He was averaging...
You didn't think Kobe still had that in him?
He wasn't playing Kobe basketball for so long. That season, he played 66 games. He averaged 17 points a game. That was his second lowest average in the league, because in 2013-14, he averaged 13, but only played 6 games. Obviously, he was derailed by injury in that season. Averaging 17 points a game, the lowest that he's put up in so many years. And we were just waiting for the tributes, obviously. We didn't expect the basketball game to be the Kobe show. We knew that it was going to be the show outside of the game, whether it be, everyone's going to be watching, all the celebrities, all the former teammates, all the superstars. But the way he put up, and in that magnitude, everyone was watching him. Every time the ball comes down, you saw how D'Lo, how Randall, how Jordan Clarkson looked for him and gave him the basketball and just, do your thing. And he put up 60 points, and those last 3 minutes were just really like a movie. And you can really come out better than that.
I saw even Snoop Dogg after that. Yeah, he was dancing. He was going crazy.
Right there.
Mikey, ikaw, because I know in your generation, because you're still, it's really sad, but how is it like growing up, watching Kobe Bryant as one of your idols, and, just really having that Mamba mentality, applying it to your career?
As a kid, in '96 when he came in, that was when, being a 90s kid, that was when I was actually starting to understand the game. We played the game at a young age, but really understand the game. That's when Kobe came in, 96, 97, 98. I remember when I was in grade 1, people may think this is a lie. People may think I'm just,
making it up?
Making it up or putting myself in the moment. But I remember in Ateneo, in art class, they make you draw your hero, your idol. And then I remember I drew Kobe. The afro, he was number 8, because of just how he entered the league with so much swag. We didn't even know what swag meant during that time, but he was the epitome of it with so much, just the energy that he had. He came here, he visited us for the first time. That was when he put on the dunk contest, he put on the dunk show for the Adidas Street Ball 3-on-3. He wore the Barong Tagalog, he danced at Tinikling. He was just really inspirational. And growing up, what's crazy is being a basketball player, he actually inspired me more off the floor than on it, because I'm not a shooting guard. I'm a point guard. I remember in grade school, the intramurals in
You're a point guard, though.
In Ateneo. Exactly. When I was in grade school, people used to call me Kobe, not because of how I played, but because I didn't pass the ball. It was because of Kobe, that Mamba mentality that he instilled in all of us. And really, he didn't only inspire basketball players. I think that's what's special with Kobe Bryant is he's a basketball player, number one, obviously, but the way he inspired us off the floor, to this day, I always watch his interviews. I always watch his podcasts when he's guesting because the intelligence that Kobe has and the way, the storytelling that he really does for all of us, it's really just a lot of knowledge that, he's imparting in all of us.
Mikey, before I let you go, before we close the show, your message to Kobe. Start with Dear Kobe. Go.
Dear Kobe, thank you for inspiring all of us. Me personally, for inspiring me. I saw you once. I had the chance to shake your hand. I had the chance. I remember this fondly when you were introduced, and then we were all lined up underneath the stage. Me, Kiefer, Kevin, Terence was there, Mike Gamboa, Anton Altamirano. I remember you passed all of us and you shook our hands, and I told you, go for back-to-back. Because that was your first championship in 2009. You just won against the Orlando Magic. And coming into that 2010 season, I remember I told you, go back-to-back, and you told me for sure. That's what I fondly remember of Kobe Bryant. So when you won back-to-back, obviously you don't remember me, but in my head, that was because of me. So I just thank you for all the inspiration, all the knowledge that you've given me. All of us as basketball fans, as people. And what's crazy is I never really thought of having kids, but because of you, suddenly, like, parang gusto ko bigla ng babae because of how you took care of Gigi and just the thought of what happened to you. You weren't supposed to go out that way because you were supposed to be one of those legends that get introduced when you watch these games. Get introduced. I was looking forward to your Hall of Fame speech. I was looking forward to you, having wrinkles on your face, being introduced to Laker games. And, we're not going to see that, but all the memories that you've had, obviously, we're going to keep that close to our hearts. And, yeah, just prayers out to everyone, all the families that were affected by that. And, of course, Vanessa, the tita of all of us right now, Tita Vanessa, hopefully you stay strong.
Mikey, thank you. I know you're being emotional, but thank you for that message. And again, thank you for being on the show. Again, we just had Sports Desk basketball analyst, Kobe fan, obviously, Mikee Reyes.